General Flynn delivers a bone-chilling post-election warning. Could it really happen again? In conjunction with the GatewayPundit.com, General Michael Flynn joined Steve Bannon on Wednesday following President Trump's massive victory in the 2024 presidential election on Tuesday. Not only did President Trump win re-election, but Republicans also took the U.S. Senate and U.S. House of Representatives. On Wednesday morning, Steve Bannon invited General Michael Flynn on the War Room to discuss the election results and the important next steps for the president-elect Donald Trump. Now, in 2017, General Flynn, President Trump's former national security advisor, spoke with his old friend Steve Bannon, who was President Trump's chief strategist in 2017 when Trump entered the White House. Little did these men know that there was an elaborate plot to take down President Trump before he entered office. That plot was hatched by top members of the Obama regime, including Barack Obama himself. Obama has the great distinction of being the first U.S. president to what? Actively spy on and attempt to bring down his successor. This is who Obama is. Barack surrounded himself with loyal and dishonorable partisans like FBI Director James Comey, CIA Director John Brennan, DNI James Clapper. Now, these men committed horrendous acts in their attempts to overthrow the democratically elected president. General Flynn on Wednesday warned Trump's inner circle to expect another assassination attempt before President Trump reaches the Oval Office in January. This was an incredible conversation. You can see the script there, but we actually have the video of it. Check this out. Their interaction was remarkable. Steve Bannon, of course, is not only an expert on strategy, but he's also an expert on basically predicting what the deep state's going to do next. Watch.
Talk to us about your tweet. Why did you send it out? What is your message? How does it tie into what we're seeing right now?
Yeah, number one, Steve, the enemy has a vote, right? On the battlefield, in warfare, you can never discount your opposition. And in this case, the enemy has a vote. So I did not see that Politico article, but what they're doing, we've seen this movie before. They are setting up essentially another scenario to basically stop Trump dead in his tracks as he tries to go back in and govern a second time. And one of the things that he's going to have to do, and that's why I say, like, great victory last night. I mean, I'm hoarse because of all the talking and the podcast and all that stuff. But that was just, like I say, it's D-Day +1, folks. In order to achieve the victory that we need to achieve to get this country back on the rails, because we're still off the rails, is we have to fight through and understand what these people are going to do in the next 2.5 months. Trump ought to put maximum pressure on people like Speaker of the House Johnson, and the plan to go in on day one. And I ain't talking about, Steve, I remember your whiteboard where you had listed everything on there, the promises made, promises kept whiteboard, I call it. And this is beyond that. Day one, Trump takes the reins of government as the president of the United States. There has to be immediate action, right? Immediate action drills, we call them in the military. And some of those are going to have to be, and so these are things that are going to have to be planned and strategized between now and then. But these are things like going in and eliminating whole cloth people that are in senior executive positions, senior intelligence positions. Most people in America have no idea what's called a HQE, or highly qualified experts, that are people that are hired. And this administration is going to hire a bunch of people, just like Obama did, stick them into key slots, and they're going to block and tackle, every single day. Those people have to be eliminated. I mean, taken out at the knees, dismissed, take their clearances away, take their badges away, and tell them, thank you for your service, you're done. And that has to happen literally on the Friday of Trump taking over. Never mind just starting the deportation campaign. That's going to take, it's going to take some time to get through all that. That's not going to happen over a 3-day weekend. That's going to take time to do the kinds of things that we need to do. So these are things that, like I said, Steve, we've seen this movie. You and I have been part of it. We've been victims of it. And we do not have to go through these scenes again. We can eliminate a lot of this nonsense by being prepared for what we know the enemy is going to do. And I right now talking to you, I do use that word enemy precisely, because had Trump lost last night, he'd be in prison. He'd be in prison on the 26th of November. His family would be destroyed. His business.
Look, and he honestly is telling the truth, right? Trump would have been destroyed. He would have been absolutely annihilated. There's no question about that. Now, I want to discuss the reality of the situation of what they're going to do. We have some predictions here, but I want to remind you this too. Make sure to take care of yourself because the election is officially over, but is your money still at risk? We still have a staggering $35 trillion in debt. Now, this interest on this debt now costs more than our entire defense budget for the first time in history. On top of that, we're still feeling the consequences of the brutal inflation that we saw under Biden and the global chaos ripping across the globe. That's why thousands of concerned Americans like myself are turning to precious metals to help hedge against these threats. And they're reaching out to the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco, to make it happen. Goldco has over 6,000 five-star reviews and has helped people just like you and me to purchase over $2.5 billion in gold and silver. And since Trump just got elected, billions and billions, as he likes to say. Right now, they're offering a free gold and silver kit to help you diversify your savings. While Trump is deporting people and making less diversity when it comes to bringing foreigners, we can take care of diversity ourselves by taking care of our own wallets. Visit vnngold.com. That's vnngold.com. Plus, you can get your copy free of charge, and you can receive up to a 10% instant match on bonus silver for qualified accounts at vnngold.com, vnngold.com today.